everybody. Welcome to the program. Support for this program comes from ZBiotics. Now, let's be honest. After a night out with drinks, I don't bounce back the way that I used to. I used to feel like I had to choose between a great night or a great next day. That changed when I found ZBiotics pre-alcohol. ZBiotics pre-alcohol is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic created by PhD scientists to help you feel better the next day. Now, when you drink, alcohol turns into a toxic byproduct right in your gut. It's that buildup, not dehydration, that causes rough mornings. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme that breaks it down. Now, I take it before my first drink, enjoy the night, and the next morning I actually feel like myself. So if you want to feel like yourself after you have a couple drinks the night before, go to zbiotics.com/lemon, use the code lemon, you get 15% off. It's backed by a 100% money back guarantee. Drink responsibly. Go to zbiotics.com/lemon and use the code lemon and you get 15% off just for our users. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I was just watching the ad. Excuse me, because I taped them before the show. I was like, I look pretty good for someone who's been, what do they call it in the old days? You've been through the mill. I've just been traveling a lot. Travel delays last night, so I had another long evening. But anyways, here we are. Good morning, everybody. How are you? I hope you're doing great. Lemonheads, stretch, rise, and shine. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Something good is going to happen to you today. Something good is going to happen to me today. I know it, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great, great day. As I say every day, I always say something good is going to happen. I just want to thank the people of Minnesota, of Minneapolis, St. Paul. You guys the folks there were just incredible. Hi, Philly. Oh, by the way, let me know where you're streaming from. Let me know what city, what town, what country, wherever you are. Let's show the world just how big the Lemon Nation is. So let me know where you're streaming from. And also, order of business, make sure you hit the like, hit the thumbs up. I see Ohio is in the house. St. Louis, the STL, Texas, Indiana. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, okay? It's very important for us. Tulsa, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Western North Carolina. Oh my gosh, someone is from Japan in here. So like, thumbs up, like and subscribe. Thank you, sir, very much. I'm glad that you are back home safely. I am safely. Am I at home? Is this a green screen? Who knows where I am? Los Angeles. One never knows. Florida, San Diego, Centerville, Virginia. So again, that is very important to us. All you have to do is go to donlemon.com and click on the button with the arrow, and it has subscribe on there. And then you can hit the thumbs up if you're watching us, no matter what platform you're watching us on. If you're watching us live on YouTube, if you're watching us live on Substack, Twitch, or whatever, just hit the subscribe button. It is free, and also become a member. That's how we stay viable. And welcome to all of our new members. Welcome to Thomas Berners. Welcome to the Lemon Nation, and to Christine Palmer. Welcome to the Lemon Nation, all of our new members. And you guys, our growth has been amazing. So thank you. And thank you for supporting independent journalists, Tuskegee, Alabama, and independent media, Canada. Thank you so much. But boy, Harlem, NYC, boy, it has been a crazy couple of days in the world. I mean, it's been a crazy, year or so in the world. But the folks, back now to Minnesota, the folks were just so kind. People out there who were exercising their First Amendment rights to protest, to peaceably gather, it's great to see people in action, and our Constitution in action. And I want to thank some of the folks who were there, and thank the Attorney General for doing such a great interview. Wish we could have gotten the mayor, but our time there was short. I also want to shout out this really wonderful woman who, this is my dog, Gus Gus. She created a candle for all of my dogs, but she only had, she said she can only grab one of them, and that's little Gus Gus, who is upstairs. It's my senior doggy who doesn't get around as much as he used to. Doesn't go out much because it's cold. But anyway, that's him. So I want to thank, her name is, I thought it was Dawn Brulard of Devotina Green Custom Devotional Candles. Okay, so thank you for that. And let's see if you guys shout her out. Anyway, thank you for that. This is beautiful. I really appreciate it. Touch my heart. We're gonna light a little candle for my little Gus Gus. Okay, so there we go. So thank you. Okay, so let's get to business. You guys know that I usually stay above the fray. And this is, I was talking to my team this morning and I was saying, this is exactly what this troll wants. Like, she is desperate, always desperate for attention. You can tell when someone is really, when you are not secure about your talent, or you don't really have a talent, that it's just, when imposter, when you have the imposter syndrome or whatever, you guys know. So you're always creating stunts and shows and talking crap about people or denigrating someone else, when you can stand in your own thing, your own talent, your own just being, and be you, when you can just sit on a chair and you don't have to have all those theatrics and antics and sit down and just sing like a Whitney Houston or an Aretha or a Kelly Clarkson, where you can just stand there and sing, or a J Hud. Like J Hud says, just flat foot, like her grandmother would say, flat foot and singing. Not everybody can do that. They have to come up with tricks and gimmicks, and in their tricks and gimmicks, they have to be mean and just talk crap. I talk shit about people because I'm insecure. Like, that's, like, people who are actually talented rappers, like a Kendrick, doesn't have to do that. Like, they do it with brains, right? And not with gimmicks and stunts. So let's talk about her. I usually like to stay above the fray because I like to think that I'm a classy person. And my mama raised me right, but obviously not everybody's mama did. So for years now, Nicki Minaj has used her platform to do little but attack anyone that she deems to be threatened by, and I wouldn't even say beneath her, because she knows that she knows where she is. People know when they're in the gutter. So whether that be a fellow female artists, all of them, not a supporter of women, whether it be journalists, she doesn't understand journalism because people have to report on her and her antics. Survivors of sexual assault, yes. Disabled people, physically challenged people, or yes, members of the LGBTQ, right? So remember when Megan Thee Stallion was shot, Nicki Minaj mocked her. When public health officials begged celebrities to stop spreading vaccine misinformation, she doubled down on conspiracy and some weird crap about somebody's swollen testicles. It's like a friend of a friend of her cousin, or some weird crap like that. Just misinformation. Reportedly, when Brianna was a victim of domestic abuse, same thing. So when I covered protesters who were protesting the death of Renee Nicole Good, she used a homophobic slur towards me in a social media post, several. So she called for me to be in prison. Time and time again, this vile woman shows her true colors. She shows what really animates her. And that is cruelty, it's viciousness, it's insecurity, it's ignorance, is lack of intelligence, it is base level thinking, and she's a very low vibrational person. I don't know if you know about where people vibrate, right? When you see people, like, you're like, why is this person always like, it seems to be somewhere in the public's mind, right? And it's usually where their vibrational pull is. You can tell where people are. It's always about negativity with her, because that's how she stays afloat, right? That's her thing. So someone that I love and I think who's really talented, one of the most talented people out there, is this woman who really sort of says what I have to say, very similar to what I have to say about Nicki Minaj. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate diva who doesn't have to put people down, Miss Mariah Carey.
Can you say 3 nice things about Nicki Minaj?
Can you?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
You want me to?
Well, it's your question. I mean, like...
Well, I know, but I'm asking it to you. Do you want to plead the fifth on that one?
I always felt it was more important with that situation to not plead the fifth, but to just stay above the fray, because you don't want to be déclassé. You just want to just move it along.
Okay.
And then I love it when she does it, and she's like, you just want to stay above the fray. You just want to move it along. So, I've been that way, except I don't have the hair. I can't sing like Mariah. I'm not a diva like Mariah, but Mariah, that's a real diva, right? So, stay above the fray. I'm not saying above the fray. I got time today. I have time lately. I've just been feeling like there is time when you have someone who is so transparent about her insecurity and her lack of talent and her place in the world, or as a musical artist. So I have time because of the homophobia, because of the lack of respect for the history of what African Americans in this country bring to the table, especially as it relates to civil rights and as it relates to people, like her, immigrants, documented or not. Reportedly, allegedly, she is an undocumented immigrant, which she should be deported if she is, especially in Trump's America. But I guess it doesn't apply because she's MAGA. So it's just so transparent. So I think that I want to discuss it because she doesn't understand about the history of African Americans and Black people in this country. She doesn't support or respect Black people. She doesn't support or respect gay people. And I know that she has huge, the customers, the consumer of her material, African Americans, gay men, in large part, not the only, but a large part of it. And once again, I'm going to just go back to my friend Mariah Carey to discuss Nicki Minaj.
Nicki recently released a song. It's called Hell Yeah. It's about American Idol. And she says, I'm quick to check a bitch if she is out of line. Are you the bitch she's singing about?
Don't know what she's singing. I didn't know she sang. I thought she rapped or whatever.
Again, that's how you do shade. That is how you do shade. I don't know. I mean, she doesn't sing. I mean, Mariah's right. I didn't think she sang. I think she rapped. I thought she rapped. She goes, I thought she rapped. And look, I'm very similar because honestly, and I hand to God, I can't name one Nicki Minaj song. Just not my thing. I don't like her energy. Remember when, I told you there was someone else that said something about me, and I was like, I never liked the work that she did because of the energy that it put out, and I just wasn't attracted to it. I'm not attracted to that sort of low vibrational, negative energy. Everything is negative. I got to talk crap. I'm going to talk shit about you because I have to keep my profile, so I just keep hitting at you. I'm good. I don't like it. I'm of the Kendrick Lamar ilk. If you're going to do it, then do it with brains and sense and class, and that makes people think. Well, do it in a Pulitzer Prize winning way. And she could never. So that's where I am with, and thank you, by the way, for that, Mariah Carey. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, just to show you, my friend Godfrey also has a very similar take about Nicki Minaj. She's not the only one. A lot of folks are. A lot of folks have the same take, but there are people who are willing to say it, people with a platform. Ladies and gentlemen, the comedian and cultural thought leader, Godfrey.
What is going on? Black folks are so quick to sell each other out. We're so up. Black people, African, Caribbean, all of us. From colonialism, from sucking up to white folks, white supremacy. This is the results of this. All this Aunt Jemima shit you doing. You got these Aunt Jemima buck dancing ass Negroes will be in a heartbeat sell another black person out or dog them in person. It doesn't even connect right. Nicki's the type of person that if we were trying to escape from slavery, she'd be the first one to go like this. They trying to leave. Can you believe that? They're trying to escape. See, here's the problem. You people keep showing up to her concerts. A lot of these celebrities that sell us out, you keep showing up to their concerts. You put money in their pocket. When you put money in people's pocket, that's when they act a goddamn fool. You understand? It's like going to one of those stores that disrespect black people. They disrespect you because you keep paying them. So if you stop paying her and show her as a group that we don't play that, it's all about money, guys. It's all about money. She must be getting some of her pedo relatives off of, I don't know, out of jail. I don't know. There's something like that that's happening. That's what people are saying. But I think that what Don, this video right now is just so great. And this is what Don is about. You come at him, he gonna come at you. Take a look.
Nicki Minaj should just sit the down. And by the way, isn't she married to an alleged pedophile? So Nicki Minaj, F off, stop being a homophobic bigot, and get a life and some brains.
I give a shout out to my brother Don Lemon. Ever since he left CNN, Don Lemon has been a force in journalism, activism, straight up. I'm telling you, I love the way Don is rolling now, man. And by the way, me and Don Lemon have the same barber. Shout out to my man Yusuf from New York City. Diamond Fades, right there in New York, in Manhattan. Anyway, so ever since I was helping him on his podcast when he was campaigning for Kamala Harris, it's been a pleasure to work with him. The Don Lemon Show, being a lemon head. I mean, me, Jolly Ginger, D.L. Hughley, Joy Reid. It's great to be amongst all these great, like, political minds and stuff. And yeah, man. And Don don't let anybody talk to him. Don will be on the street, try to punk him. He'd be like, no, you. How about that? And it's nice to hear Don go, you.
You're a moron, dude. Thank you. So are you.
You know what I'm saying? And Don is a real journalist, Real journalist. CNN always tried to pull him in, tried to stop him from doing it. But to see Don go, hey, everybody, it's Don Lemon Show. It's fantastic. It warms my heart. He's my brother from another mother. And I'm going to tell you something. You guys got him. You see, Don, he's the gay dude with the nice little hair and he is from Louisiana. You don't these Southern folks, man. Southern folks got that thing in them. That meow in them. You know what I'm saying? Don will put the mojo on your ass. And Nicki Minaj coming at Don Lemon. You're reaching, Nicki. What is going on? Are you bipolar? Is it dementia? Is there a tumor on your brain?
No, it's desperation. Look, I don't know. Two things there. And Godfrey, thank you. I love you. And yes, we do have the same barber. Shout out to Yusuf. Yusuf, if he's watching, he's probably like, you need to come in right now because you got a little mini afro going. One, I didn't campaign for Kamala Harris. I supported her, but anyways, reporting on the thing, that's neither here nor there. And the other thing is that because Nicki Minaj has so many people who have such, how do we put this? Unsavory relationships with, either sexual assault or pedophilia, or whatever in her family. Like there's sometimes people get it confused. So her husband is, according to reports, a sex offender. And according to the reports, her brother is a pedophile. Now that is a sexual assaulter or whatever. So that is according to the reports, allegedly. All right. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, sentenced for failing to register as a sex offender in Los Angeles. So, then you have nerve to talk about someone's sexual or sex life or their sexuality. Honey, girl, Miss Thing. Please, Miss Thing. So I have time for it today. So anyway, and people believe that this is why Nicki Minaj is doing it. And we'll talk about the reports of that she's having trouble with her financing. That's going to come up with her finances, and she's going to lose her mansion and all of that. And that's why she's doing all these antics with becoming MAGA and with the Trump administration. So, I'm just informing you as a journalist. I just want to inform you and put out the right information about that again. So here is just for sure, for clarification, her husband is a reported sex offender because of a case that he caught back in the day, and he has to register as a sex offender. And you saw the CBS News report that he failed to register and had to face the consequences. And according to reports, her her brother allegedly is a pedophile, allegedly. So, and people believe that is why she is cozying up to the Trump administration to get some sort of leniency or pardon or something or whatever. And I believe her cousin may be incarcerated or has been incarcerated because of this. Again, reportedly, allegedly. So there you go. And so we're going to talk about that. And we're also, TMZ is going to be here to discuss Nicki Minaj, because, you know, when you discuss such things, you want to go to the people who discuss them and who know about them, the experts. But first, a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere, because it's going to get even better. This episode of the Don Lemon Show today is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, a new year doesn't require a whole new you. Sometimes it just means a less burdened you. Therapy can help you sort through what's weighing on you, what you need to let go of, and give you a clear, unbiased space to understand yourself better. That's where BetterHelp comes in. Their therapists are fully licensed and carefully vetted. You fill out a very quick questionnaire, and they match you with someone who fits your needs. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch at any time. With over 30,000 therapists and more than 5 million people served, BetterHelp makes therapy accessible and flexible, all online. Get 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com/DonLemon. That's betterhelp.com/DonLemon. The Don Lemon Show is brought to you by the Freedom from Religion Foundation. You know, equality under the law only works when the government stays neutral. The First Amendment wasn't written to protect one religion. It was written to protect all of us. And right now that promise is under threat from Christian nationalists who believe their beliefs should control everyone's lives. The Freedom from Religion Foundation is pushing back by defending students, families, and communities from religious coercion. So if you believe freedom means freedom for everyone, join them. Go to ffrf.us/New Year, or you can text Don to 511-511. That's ffrf.us/New Year, or text Don to 511-511. Help protect a country that belongs to all of us. Text fees may apply. All right. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Again, so we're back talking to Nicki Minaj. We're going to have TMZ, the experts here, in just minutes to discuss this. So here's the thing. The concern is, and if we put up the report about Nicki Minaj's finances and all of that stuff. The reports is that she has, there's some concern about her judge plans to force sale of Nicki Minaj's, this is according to Rolling Stone, $20 million mansion to pay security guards judgment. The rapper and her husband, who is reportedly a sex offender, has previously ordered to pay a security guard $500,000 for his broken jaw and other damages, but so far they have refused to pay, the man says. Now, just keep scrolling up here. Here's the thing. So, you know, Nicki Minaj is about, see, Nicki, that's why I said you don't understand journalism. Nicki Minaj is about, you know, tweets and putting out little things. Let's first put this up. Hold that one, Andy. Hold off on that one. Put the tweet up about me. So this is what she tweeted about me in the wake of whatever. And she called me, you know, a sea-sucking lemon. This is disgusting. Why did she say that? Obviously, it's homophobic. How dare you? I want a thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. Lock him up. What Nicki Minaj doesn't understand is that I am a Christian. I wish I had my book here. I'm a Christian who wrote a book that released in September of 2024 about religion, Christianity, God. I don't pronounce Psalms, Psalms, or 2 Corinthians like her cult leader, Donald Trump. But she doesn't understand about journalism because she's all just about memes. And she picked the wrong doll for this tweet because it should have been a pick-me doll. Can we show you what a pick-me, this is a pick-me-up doll, but this is basically Nicki Minaj. It's a pick-me doll because they're always like, me. I sent it earlier, Andy, if you can get the picture of that. Yeah, that's the doll that should have been. Because Nicki Minaj is a pick-me. So she doesn't understand. I have time as a journalist to give receipts and to give facts in a more meaningful and longer lasting way than just putting up a stupid tweet about something. Do you understand me? So I want to bring in now Charles Lataboudiere. He is the executive producer of TMZ, and he joins us now. Charles, can you hear me? Are you there? No, Charles? Okay. We'll get Charles's audio. Can someone connect with Charles? I'm going to text him. Hey, Siri. No, I was going to say I'll connect with Charles. So I have time for it. Hold on. Let me connect with Charles because I want to get him up real quick. And there we go. Can you hear us? Okay. So we'll get to Charles. Are you there, Charles? Can you hear us now? Yes? No? He's talking. Can you guys hear him, producers?
My booth.
Can you hear us, Charles?
You do hear him? All right, we are not.
No? I promise we tested this before, but you guys didn't test them talking with me, right? Anyway, okay, so we'll get to Charles. We'll fix it. We'll work it out. Let me put up some other stuff, and this is as it relates to Nicki Minaj. And so, Nicki Minaj says talks about Christianity and that people don't know about Christianity and that she is a Christian and blah 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 blah. I don't know if you guys remember. Again, here's some other receipts. First of all, this is Nicki Minaj with the whole Charlie Kirk thing, which people are just sort of perplexed and flummoxed. They don't understand why she is cozying up to Erica Kirk. This is her at the Turning Points USA thing. We don't have to play the music or whatever. Her walking out with Erica Kirk, and people are wondering, and then doing this stupid gaffe about J.D. Vance being an assassin right after Erica Kirk's husband was assassinated. This again, she, I guess she agrees. Somehow, maybe she's proving the fact. Proving, I shouldn't say it's a fact because it's not true. But she somehow believes that Charlie Kirk is right because Charlie Kirk said that Black women didn't have the enough brain processing power for things. So maybe that applies to Nicki Minaj. The lack of brain processing power, that she's cozying up with an organization that the leader actually said that about Black women, for which she is one. Now, she's not African American. She is a woman of color. I don't know if she considers herself a woman of color or Black. I have no idea what she considers herself. I mean, but Rachel Dolezal thought she was one as well. You know what they say? Not all skin folks are not all kin folks are skin folks. You know what I'm saying? Not all skin folks are kin folks. And I think that applies to Nicki Minaj. But I just want to roll this. If you just roll it and just for without sound, I want you guys to remember, this is a 2012 Grammy Award. She likes to loves to talk about Christianity. This is a 2012 Grammy Awards, and people who are offensive and all things about Christian. On the 2012 Grammy Awards, her performance was so offensive that the Grammys and others denounced her, and Christian organizations denounced her for the offensive nature of her performance, and just how lackluster it was, and how unthoughtful it was, how uncreative it was. And so she faced backlash for that, but she thought it was going to get her a lot of attention. And so that's enough. We're good. You don't have to roll anymore. But that's from that. And let's see the headlines from that, because she cares about Christians so much. She's such a Christian. There are other headlines about how I think the Catholic League was upset with her, and a number of different organizations were upset with her. Let's try Charles again. Charles Lataboudiere, is he there?
Don, how you doing?
I'm great. Why every time? Why is it we can never get the TMC kid?
I know. I don't get it. We did a test like 45 minutes ago, and they said everything works.
Hey, no, not a problem.
It must be me. I don't know.
That happens. No worries. We're glad that you're here. Charles, thank you for coming on. And let's talk about, you saw the offensive thing that she tweeted about me and continues to tweet. And it's not the first time. She's done a lot of stuff that's just really off the charts. We're talking about the issue she's having with money, all the things that you guys have reported on, reportedly having with money and with a security guard and a broke jaw, something about a broken jaw, $500,000. We was just talking about her 2012 very controversial Grammy performance. Christians, Catholics were really upset about it. Now she claims to be this Christian and is talking about people who apparently she doesn't think are very Christian-like or Christian enough. What is going on with Nicki Minaj?
I will say, Christianity is central to all of this, right? That was really the first domino where she very publicly started to support President Trump. That was her sort of tiptoeing into MAGA world when Trump came out and said that we were going to take military action if necessary in Nigeria to protect Christians who are allegedly being persecuted and massacred allegedly in Nigeria. And Nicki Minaj had already tweeted about that issue. And then when Trump started talking about it, she very publicly supported him and said and thanked him. That led to her speaking at the UN in New York City, and then she did sat down with Charlie Kirk's widow, with Erica Kirk, and full-throatedly said she is a supporter of President Trump and J.D. Vance and the administration, and then you went and did your reporting this weekend, and then she felt like that was an attack on Christianity. So this is the thing she keeps coming back to, and you're right. It's interesting that that the Catholic Church has had issues with some of her performances in the past, but she seems to be forgetting about that and now fully embracing Christianity and the Trump administration, and anyone who she perceives as attacking those two things, she's going to go after them. I don't know if Don, I was wondering if you saw her attempt to sort of, I don't know if even so much as walking back her comments about you. And she said that she only said it that way. She only used the homophobic language so that people would pay attention to what you had done, to the despicable acts that you had committed in Minneapolis, in her words.
You're muted, Don.
What do you think of that?
Sorry. Well, that's just dumb. And I mean, so I'm going to insult, because I'm upset about one thing, I'm going to insult another group. No, I mean, I just don't, honestly, I don't think Nicki Minaj is that smart. I think what she's smart at is creating outrage and doing things that are outrageous, because that works for her. That gets attention for her. She doesn't have the creativity and I believe the intelligence to be able to do something in an articulate way to gain some real attention and to bring light to a subject. What she's doing now is not going to bring light to anything. It's just going to be outrage. It's going to enrage people on social media. It's going to just divide people more. And if she is a true Christian, she should be trying to bring people together and not be so divisive. So I don't buy that at all. I think maybe Nicki Minaj maybe realized that she went too far, and she understands that, like Eliza Minnelli will tell you, or a Mariah Carey, or a Whitney Houston, or whatever, or a Beyonce. The gays are a big part of my fan base, and if I lose the gays, I'm going to lose a lot of money, and I'm going to lose a lot of support. And I think Nicki Minaj realizes that, because if she continues on, on the whatever it is that she's doing, mission or whatever you want to call it, she's going to lose a lot of people who support her, especially Black people who don't put up with that bullshit. There are some MAGA Black folks, and she's going to lose a lot of gay support. So that's what I think it is.
I wonder if she's going to, I mean, and the fact is, if you just look at her social media, certainly since she sat down with Erica Kirk, she's lost, I think we were looking at it yesterday, I think it's like 4 or 5 million followers on social media. Now, we should say she still has more than 10 million followers across all platforms. So that's a little blip of what, she's lost. She's probably, though, Don, to what you were just saying, that there are, she's probably gained some followers from MAGA, right? Who maybe they didn't listen to her music, and they probably still won't, but they at least love that she's embracing Trump, and so they'll click follow.
Well, I think that,
and because she's attacking you.
Yes, but I also think that's like a number of celebrities who go down this road, and they realize, look, you can support who you want, but what you should realize is that the people who are just clicking on you for this, they're not necessarily going to buy your music or go to your movies, right? Or be a consumer of the content that you put out, that at least the content that makes you money, that is responsible for your livelihood.
I think that litmus test is coming up, because she has an album coming out, I believe in a couple of months. She posted something about new music coming out. So, she's seizing the opportunity with all this attention, that now she's going to drop music. But you're right. We're going to see if the new followers she has will pick up the slack for the ones that she's lost by taking this new turn publicly.
Is this?
And I say publicly because I think she might have been, a Trump supporter quietly for a long time. She's made references to at least being Republican in the past. So maybe this is just, she's decided that now she's just going to do it very publicly.
Look, she's free to be whatever if she wants to be a conservative or support Donald Trump or whatever, that's her thing. But it's in the way that you do it. And people are going to call her out. She's a public figure. People are going to call out the hypocrisy that she's standing on stage next to for an organization whose leader, sadly, who died in a way that he should not have died, where he talked about Black women. He disparaged Black women and their brain processing power. He said when he gets on a plane that he's afraid when he sees a Black pilot, saying that Black people or Black professionals are incompetent. And so if she wants to cozy up to that, people are going to criticize her for that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I mean, I've seen the clip of Charlie Kirk saying that he felt like Nicki Minaj was not a great role model for Black women. So for young Black women. So yeah, it is odd to see that. And I think you're right that there are people who clearly, I mean, she's lost, like we said, millions of followers, but she's still, we can say all this about Nicki Minaj. She's still incredibly popular. But you're right. The big test is going to be whether it affects her music sales, which she hasn't, dropped new music in a while. But if she's going to within the next few weeks or months, I think she's going to find out one way or another, and we'll know whether or not this is really having an impact on her primary career, lest people forget, which is being a rapper.
Is she taken from the Kanye West school of spectacle?
Boy, I hope not, because that has not really worked out, right? That hasn't. No one thinks that's worked out for Kanye, and also it almost. It's not fair to make that comparison. I mean, Kanye has mental health issues also. As far as we know, that's not what Nicki's dealing with. This is just what she believes, right? And she hasn't, I mean, that's weird. I was going to say she hasn't said anything as offensive as Kanye has, but maybe she just hasn't done it long enough. Certainly, she said things that are very offensive to a lot of groups, to a lot of people, to yourself. Hell, she's even said a few things about me and about Harvey. We got on her bad side a couple months ago. So she continues to make these attacks, but it doesn't feel the same as what Kanye was going through.
Doesn't it feel a little desperate, though?
Yeah, I can't tell if it's desperate. Because I don't know if it's just an act she's doing to gain different fans, to gain a different following, if it's just an act or if this is what she truly believes. And like you said, she's free to support whoever she wants and to, publicly back whoever she wants. That she can do that. But the public can also make choices. And, we're going to find out if those choices help her or hurt her career.
Can we get some reporting from you, please? I know you guys have talked about it. Can you put up the Rolling Stone thing, Andy, in regards to, so what is going on with her finances? I know there have been reports about her finances and that she owes money to, I believe it was a former security guard, and that they were going to take her mansion. Judge plans to force the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million mansion to pay security guards, judgment, et cetera. And if you scroll into the article, they are wondering whether she has financial issues. Have you guys reported on that?
We haven't. I mean, I know about this case here and that there was a judgment against her. Whether or not she ends up having to pay that $20 million, I can't say for sure. And a lot of times, lawyers she'll wait until the absolute deadline, and then they go into court and they'll come up with a settlement that's somewhere less than that $20 million.
You mean that she well, they're saying that she's going to have to sell her $20 million mansion in order to pay the security guard.
Yeah. I don't know that that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you're right. That's what the judge is saying, is that they may have to do that if she doesn't pay it. But she could also, I've seen this happen before, where they go in at the last minute and they make a settlement that's less than that,
right?
And then that way she can save her mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's hard to write off Nicki Minaj. Yes, she's having those problems. She's had some legal problems and financial problems, but she's still, a an
Very big.
iconic rapper with a huge following. So it's hard to just say she's going to completely be written off. But we will see. I mean, she's definitely coming. She's walking right up to that line where if she doesn't deal with these things, there may be a very heavy price to pay.
What about this whole thing, Andy, if you put it up, that about her husband failing to register as a sex offender, and then you have her cousin who is reportedly a pedophile. I hate to say it, but that's the truth. I mean, it's up there. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, sentenced to, and this is a CBS report, to sentenced for failing to register as a sex offender in Los Angeles. What's up with that?
Yeah, that happened, and he was. I'm trying to remember. I mean, that was a while ago, and there was
2022.
an outcome for that. Yeah, and there was an outcome. He did not register when he moved out here, and I'm trying to remember what the outcome
was. Sentenced. It says he was
adjudicated.
sentenced Wednesday in Los Angeles to probation and home detention
Right,
for
that's right.
failing
He was
to register.
Yeah,
as a
he was on home detention for quite some time. But you know, look, that's really a thing in the past. But the reality is that every time Nicki takes shots at other people, people bring that up. Other rappers have brought up Kenneth and his record as a sex offender, and it's, you know, Cardi B has raised it in their ongoing battle. So anytime Nicki wants to take a shot, Kenneth is always the Achilles heel that people go for when they're in a beef with her.
Yeah. And also, do you know the story about her brother? Because they believe that's why she's closing up.
I don't know the story about her brother. I know that her brother, this was a case out in Long Island, I believe. And I don't know that I'd have heard people say that maybe she's closing up to Trump for that. His case wasn't a federal case. It was a state case. So, you know, cozying up to Trump isn't going to help her with that.
Oh, so yeah, that's not going to help. Okay, there you go. And again, allegedly, reportedly. Charles, I have one more thing that I want to ask you about, and that is, we talked about it. I want you to talk about the whole thing with the Catholic League, blast Nicki Minaj's Grammy performance. But this is Nicki Minaj, who claims to be a Christian, and it's very similar to Donald Trump, who's saying, when they asked him his favorite Bible verse, and he said 2 Corinthians. And then Nicki Minaj says, they ask her, and she says, again, she's a big Christian, that it's Psalms instead of Psalms. Watch this.
Listen to Nicki Minaj talking about her favorite Bible verse.
Do you have a favorite Bible verse?
Well, I would say the simple one that everyone knows, Psalms 23. It's short, but it is so visual, and it gets to the point, and it calms you when you need to feel calm, and it also makes you feel protected when that's how you need to feel as well. My grandmother would make me say that prayer.
Okay. All right. So anyways, today I have time to be petty, as I said.
I was gonna say, I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here and blast anyone for their ability to quote the Bible, because I can't. But I get your point that seemed like a very blanket sort of statement about Psalms 23.
I'm not gonna
like where you say a lot without actually saying anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get your point.
I'm
Listen,
just being
here's the
petty.
thing, Don. You're already in a beef with Nicki Minaj. Don't bring me on here.
I know. I don't want to drag you into it.
Because now I'm going to go do TMZ Live. And by the way, thank you. We had you on TMZ Live yesterday, and you went after Nicki really hard. I'm not going to come on your show and do that to her, because a couple of months ago, while we were doing TMZ Live, she was tweeting at us and called me, said something I can't repeat about Harvey, and then said, and as for you, Rasta man. So I'm not trying to get back on, you know, things have been quiet. I'm not trying to get back into a beef with Nicki.
Okay, man.
I'll let you handle that.
Okay, Rossman. Thank you, Charles. Charles over at the
All right,
TMZ.
Don.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Say hello to
Okay,
everybody
man.
over there. Okay,
Will
so
do.
anyway, that is just me being petty. Charles is a good guy. He's a good sport for coming on today and going along with some of my antics. But seriously, I just wanted to inform you guys. Again, that's what journalism is about. I gave you everything that you need to know. Well, not everything that you need to know, because there's a lot more. But again, a lot of these things are alleged. A lot of these things are reported. There's nuance and whatever, but you don't get everything that you need to say out in a tweet. And so, but if you're a journalist, you can do it because you can give context to it and talk longer about it. We'll discuss more. I have more. Oh, wait, there's more. But first, a word from our sponsors. This episode of The Don Lemon Show is brought to you by Graza. You know I love to cook for friends, and Graza has completely leveled up my kitchen. Graza is my olive oil of choice. It's fresh, it's flavorful, and made for everyday cooking. They pick, press, and bottle their olives in the same season, and you can even see the harvest date on the bottle. Graza has 2 oils I always keep on hand. Sizzle is perfect for cooking, roasting, and sauteing. Drizzle is bold and punchy, great for finishing dishes, breads, salads, even desserts. You can taste the quality, and they look great on the counter too. You can get 20% off of your first order at graza.co with the code LEMON. It's Graza, Graza.co, and make sure you use the code LEMON. Now, I recommend the duo. You'll probably want both. Support for the Don Lemon Show comes from Shopify. You know, when I started the Don Lemon Show, I had to figure out everything: scripts, setup, schedules, merch. It was overwhelming. Shopify made it manageable. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses and powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. We use Shopify to bring you the merch that you love, that you said we want it. I didn't want it, but now you want it and you got it. And it's selling in large part because of Shopify. You don't need to be a designer. Shopify has beautiful templates ready to go. Their AI tools help with product descriptions, images, and even discount codes. And they help you reach the customers with email and social campaigns. So if you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Start your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/lemon. That's shopify.com/lemon. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Okay, so let's go through it. I just want to put up again some of the headlines here. Do we have the Nicki Minaj and the assassin thing at the Erica Kirk? I don't know what it was. Was it a fest? I don't know. It looked like what do you call that? WWE, the thing, whatever. When Nicki Minaj walked out on stage with her.
Yeah, I have that.
Do we have? Okay, and so remember, not long before this, the woman's husband had been killed by an assassin. Here it is.
Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine.
Okay, here's the thing. So, again, you know, they like to talk about brain processing power. So for the thing that got me was that people laughed and there were kind of applause there. It seemed, I don't know if they were uncomfortable, if it was uncomfortable laughter, but can you imagine if someone who was not a Donald Trump supporter or not a Charlie Kirk supporter had said something like that? Oh my gosh, all hell would break loose. Insensitive. This person should be locked up for, oh my gosh. They would lose their minds. And that just shows you the sort of MAGA mentality that anything that will reinforce or reconfirm anything or anybody that reinforces or reconfirms their political beliefs, they're okay with it. Even if that person is saying or that idea is something harmful to them or negative to them, they will still embrace it as long as you say that you support MAGA and you support Donald Trump. It's a cult. It's cult behavior. It is cult behavior, and it is unbelievable. Okay, more. Let's go. Let's do. I have some more receipts. So I showed you the thing about her husband, and this is back in the day when Nicki Minaj also had another beef with me because when I was on CNN, and this was during COVID, people were like, "What is going on with Nicki Minaj? Why is she saying this unhinged stuff?" Nicki Minaj's cousin, her cousin's friend's swollen testicles. My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Now, when I said in my response the other day that Nicki Minaj often weighs in on subjects that's above her capacity, this is what I mean. And look, it's free speech. You can say whatever you want. But remember, during COVID, there was lots of concern about misinformation and disinformation and the spreading of such mis or disinformation. And so just because you can say something, it doesn't mean that you have to. And so she received a lot of backlash for that. I reported on it, and then she, went at me again about it. But whatever. Again, I like to stay above the fray, but I don't have to. Right now, I just have time for it today, and maybe just today. And then I'll just go back to what I usually do. And then I'm going to put up the other thing about Nicki Minaj's financing in her mansion. We put that up. And again, this is from Rolling Stone. Again, I just want to give some receipts here. Rolling Stone and others, they're not the only ones to report on it, that a judge plans to force the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million mansion to pay security guards judgment. The rapper and her husband were previously ordered to pay a security guard $500,000 for his broken jaw and other damages, but so far they have refused to pay. And again, this is from November of 2025. I don't know if there's an update on this story. And is there more, or is this is this behind the paywall?
It's behind the paywall.
Okay, paywall. Okay, I have it in an account. I'll give it to you, my thing later. But anyway, so that's maybe there's an update on it. But I just want to tell you look, it just so happens to be a segue here. But lots of people are concerned about their finances now in Trump's economy. And I am being told right now, and check it, producers, that the stock market is down right now. I don't know if it's gone back up, but also people are concerned about their finances as well, especially after the holidays where people overindulge. And it's the beginning of the year. It's a good time for a reset. And that's why we have partnered with American Financing. And I want you to listen to this message. Are you stressing about your credit card bills after the holidays? A lot of people are. And that's why this is important for you to listen to. Pay attention, please. If you're a homeowner, now may be the perfect time to call American Financing. The Fed has dropped rates again, and American Financing can help you access your home equity at rates in the low fives. That is a big difference from credit cards charging 20% or more. Their customers are saving an average of $800 a month. That's like a $10,000 raise. There are no upfront fees, no obligation, and some loans close in as fast as 10 days with the option to delay 2 mortgage payments. So call, here's the number, 888-675-4090, 888-675-4090, or visit americanfinancing.net/lemon. Okay, so thank you for that. And look, all you have to do is check it out. There's no obligation. Just go check it out. You never know. You may be able to save something. Okay, to save some money. But people are concerned right now, again, because the economy, who knows what's going to happen with the debt and the deficit, this administration adding a lot to that. And the cost of goods are so high right now. There were promises that were made at the beginning of this administration that are not panning out, and the tariffs as well. And the stock market tumbled earlier. It was down, I believe, at one point, 1,400. And now that was 50 minutes ago, but we need to double check if we have a live of the stock market. Tumbles more than 700 points, and fear gauge surges over Greenland and tariff threats. So we're in a period of instability, and that is concerning for a lot of people, including investors and Wall Street, because they don't know what's going to happen. You have this whole taco thing where Trump always relents, but he keeps talking about Greenland and other things, distracting really from the Epstein files, as we know what he's doing, and other blunders that he's made. And so that's what's happening. So be concerned and be aware with your financing. So we showed you that with your finances. We showed you what that happened. We showed you the cousin thing. And we showed you what Mariah Carey had to say about it. And everybody, we should all be a Mariah Carey. Don't be a Nicki Minaj. Oh, we should all be a Cardi B. As a matter of fact, I'm a Cardi B fan. I love you, Cardi. So anyways, truly a talented person, unlike some people we know. And this is also Nicki Minaj mocking Megan Thee Stallion after Megan Thee Stallion was shot. It's like, what? We put that up, Andy. And that's when I say doesn't support women, seems to be a fake Christian to me. Nicki Minaj says that Megan Thee Stallion wanted a Rihanna moment after being shot. The rapper defended herself as the cemetery where Megan's mom is buried ramps up security due to potentially unhinged barbs, meaning I think barbs, that's her supporters. Wow. Yeah. So that's where we are with Nicki Minaj. And then we have the Catholic League blasting Nicki Minaj's Grammy performance, saying that basically it was sacrilege and that it was outrageous, and then she claims to be a Christian. And then the Hollywood Reporter, Minaj's sacrilegious Pope display, and it's from that same performance. Nicki Minaj's sacrilegious Grammy date, the Pope, or just a lowly bishop. So there you go. So today I had time for Nicki Minaj. Tomorrow, I don't know. I think I'm done unless she does something that's just unhinged. Just be aware. So I'm here to report. And that's it. If you would like to know anything about the Don Lemon Show, here's what I want you to do. I would like you to go to donlemon.com. You can find out anything right above at the top here. This is our NAACP. We're nominated for 4 NAACP awards, 4 NAACP Image Awards. What you have to do is go on to these, click on these, and then you have to back out to the main topic for all of these and click the submit button. So if you vote there, right, you have to back out, go to the main page, and then go all the way to the bottom. And at the bottom of this page, it doesn't go, Andy can't scroll down that far. Oh, there it is. At the bottom of this page, you hit submit now. Submit now. So go to each of the things. It's at the top of donlemon.com. And then also over on donlemon.com, you can find the tour dates for DL Hughley and I. All right, so let's go to all those 4 categories, right? But our tour dates are up there at the top of donlemon.com as well. We're going to be in New York on the 3rd of February. We're going to be in New York on the 3rd of February. On the 4th of February, we're going to be in Atlanta on the 17th of February, and we're going to be in Atlanta again on the 18th of February. I just got a text from a friend saying, Don, I went on to buy a ticket, and I know you're going to be at the show, but all the tickets are in the back now. And I said to him, I was like, look, I can't control that. From the beginning, I've been telling you guys to get tickets. People sit around and they wait and they go, I don't know, and they hem and they haw. And then something happens in the news where DL and I do something, or that would make people want to come and engage with us more. And then you're out of tickets. So you better go and buy those tickets because they always sell out. They always sell out. So I'm going to try to help this friend, but I don't know if I can. So grab your tickets while you can, okay? And then check out our merch store too. It's also there on donlemon.com. But here's what's most important. If you are watching us on YouTube or whatever platform you're watching us on, you can hit the watch on YouTube, or you can either hit the button for Twitch. Just go to the YouTube, and then you can become a subscriber. If you go to YouTube, it's right there, but also become a member, because that keeps us viable on these streaming streets, okay? So Yanni Boo Boo, you is kind, you is smart, you is impotent. Thank you, Yanni Boo Boo, for your support. Christian NVR, do what you don't doing right now most days. Never what you did Sunday or whatever. Yeah, this is from Rock and Cows. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Even if you are, if you like us or you don't, or you agree with something or you don't, that's what we're here about. That's what this platform is about for everyone. Also, this is Max Roy U84. Thank you for your super sticker. And thank you for all of the supporters. Thank you for even the folks who are not here, even the trolls who are here. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. This is a platform about all voices. You get to be heard, whether you agree with us or not, whether you're a fan or not. The biggest fans are the ones who are hate watchers. I'm telling you, Lemonheads, the biggest fans are the ones who are hate watchers. And so we welcome all of those in, and we welcome the trolls as well. So thank you for watching. I will tell you this. We're going to be back here at 5 p.m. Eastern time here on the Don Lemon Show on the Don Lemon channel. So be informed without being inundated until I see you back here at 5 p.m. Eastern time right here on the Don Lemon Show on the Don Lemon channel. Turn the TV off. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a show. We're live every weekday at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern time with new clips dropping at 2 p. and 8 p. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, join the Lemon community. Members get exclusive posts, behind-the-scenes videos, and live chats just for you. So hit the join button or visit our channel page to sign up. Thanks again for all your love and your support, and I'll see you next time.